Thank you guys for coming back to Flipping Nuts. I'm Bobby. In case you guys don't know, I do revival videos and I work on four-wheelers and jet skis and you know, basically things that people throw away. I try to find and see if I can repurpose or get them going again. Usually it's actually pretty simple, so that's kind of neat. So we do that, and then I also do the revival videos on the cars when I can have, you know, when I can find something that's worthy of doing. So this is just a continuation of the Blues Clues. This is part 3, and then on the last video, what we were doing was trying to see if we could source some parts from a U-Pull-It yard. So Shiloh and I went down and we were able to find a fuel pump and some other little knick-knack things that we could use for her car. So in this video, what we're going to be doing, and again, that was video 2, and then video 1 was basically just getting the car out from its grassy tomb, if you will, and then trying to, you know, get started on it. And then this video, we're going to be putting the fuel pump in, fuel filter. We're going to be working on a tune-up, oil change, you know, basic things to get the car running and driving. And so that's our goal for video 2. So I hope you enjoy the video. If you do, don't be afraid to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you want to see what the continuation on the car is going to be. Coming out?
Not really. It's not moving much.
You got to push the plastic piece up, and then while you're pushing up, at the same time, pull away. All right, guys. So we're squeezing here. Let me just show you real quick what we're trying to do here. On right here, you see that flat spot there? If you put your screwdriver in or squeeze it, that'll release that so you can pull it away. So since I'm using the camera, Shiloh's gonna pull while I squeeze right there. All right, go ahead. So this is the fuel filter we're putting on. It's gonna go right there. Just can't see when my jack's standing in the way. Right there. And then, so this is the fuel filter. And as you can see, the arrow is facing to the front of the car. In this case, it's facing to Shiloh. So, front of the car is up there. All right, we're going to slide this in. All you do is pop these off. Just pop these off right here, and then slide the clip on, and it'll click right in place. Snug it up, and it's all done.
All right, so I am putting some seafoam into the fuel tank.
Help clean out the injectors and other garbage that's in there. Come on, baby. Well, all right, started. That was not fun.
How you doing?
As you guys can see, every single light is on. So, but it is running. Running on its own,
Hey.
albeit not well. Cleaned up a little bit right there. Smell that crap on the engine getting. So what I'm doing now, guys, is I'm going to remove this sensor. This is the coolant temp sensor right here, and I've already unplugged it. And right here, it's kind of hard to see, but this key right here goes right at the base of it. Goes right at the base of it right there. All right? And then you pull that out, and that releases it once it's unplugged. The plug itself is right here. And what you do is you push down on this and pull up. These are so brittle. I did that and it kind of cracked. So I took this pin right here, and I went in underneath it and was able to pull up on it at the same time, and that released it. So I know that was kind of hard to tell, hard to see, but that's what I did. So once that's out, you just simply pull up on it, and it comes right out. There it is. This one looks pretty rough. According to what I was reading online, when these are bad, it causes a whole host of problems with cold starting. And this car has a real problem with cold starting. It doesn't want to start. Once it starts, it's fine, and it gets better as it gets warmer. And all of those are symptoms of a bad coolant temp sensor, which is what I got here. So let me get the other one put in right quick, and we'll see how much better, if it helps at all. Okay, so it's in there, and I'm gonna hook the battery back up. I'm gonna get this hose put back on right there. Hook the battery back up, and we'll be good to go. Give it a whirl, see if it works. Okay guys, so if you have a hard starting issue and your AC is not working, or none of the fan controls are working, for $18 you can get coolant temp sensor, and that'll take care of it. I just did it. This thing was really hard to cold start. I put the sensor in there. I still need a MAF sensor, but we get that ordered up and on the way. But once I put the coolant temp sensor in there, CTS, it literally started right up first try, and now all the AC controls work. Why that is, I have no idea, but I'm just happy with the results. So hope that helps you. We're gonna get on to the next thing now, so we can get this car driving. And it was running okay, not great. Definitely needs an oil change. It's been at least 10 years since the last time it had an oil change. Pretty cool thing. I came home the other day and someone had left some VW parts on our front porch. I have no idea who it was, but man, that was so cool. But we're gonna go ahead and get this oil change. I don't have enough light today to do spark plugs, but at least we'll get this out of the way, and then tomorrow we'll work on the spark plugs and see if we can get this thing running better. Just pulled the pan down. One of the joys of squirrels, not rats, squirrels. Lovely. Just all kinds of fun stuff. Guess you can hear the kids across the street. One of the reasons I don't film in the driveway. All right, let's get this all out of here. Oh, I hope I didn't miss that. Ooh, definitely smell the gas in there. Yeah, hope I didn't miss. I'm putting a little engine honey in here. I call it engine honey. It's actually just No Smoke by Bardol. I don't know if you guys heard it when we got it running before, but it sounded like it might have had a valve stick in or something like that. You know, as long as it's been sitting, it's not a surprise. But I want to get as much thickness as I can in here, get everything coated as best I can, and maybe it'll help, you know. That's where we're at. Last night we got the car running again. It does seem like it's going to need a mass airflow sensor, and probably a coil, but we're going to get to that later. Since it was running nice, a lot better than it was since I changed the plugs. We also put plugs in it and changed the oil. Pretty cut and dry stuff, so didn't film that. I will say, if you're going to pull the plugs, probably a good idea to have a tool for that. Hang on just a second. Well, anyway, I thought I had to pull the tool. It's actually back in the garage. We got the plugs out, got them changed. It was pretty simple. Try not to get those in the engine compartment, darling. All right, so anyway, now we're going to get this battery tray out, because I would like to bleed the clutch. It is not, it's going straight to the floor, so I'm hopeful that we will be able to get that figured out. Right. Get that out of the way. So that'll give us access to the brake fluid reservoir. I would like to get this out of the way too. Let me work on doing that so I can get right to it. Now, one of the things I was worried about was that the master cylinder might be leaking, because that's pretty common on these, but I don't see any wetness, and there is fluid in there. So I think it's just a matter of bleeding it, because it's been sitting for so long. And now that this is off, we can get a lot of this debris out of here. There it is. All right, there's my bleeder right there. So let me get a wrench for that, and we will. Actually, I need to get this out of the way first, and then we'll start bleeding that. I don't know if that's a good sign or not. Blue on the brake fluid reservoir. Because we're going to fill that up. Right now it's about at the minimum. And I'm going to get her to pump the pedal, and hopefully we can start building pressure again. So right now she's pumping it like 12 times, trying to build up pressure. We finally got fluid coming out of it. Holding it. Go ahead and pump. Keep going. Hold it down. Okay. All right. All right.
But this one's not.
It's not. Brakes are kind of locked up. Improvement. Oh, we have it. We have a clutch again. Well, we're going 70. Well, we have a clutch. That's good. Excellent. The seatbelt is not happy. So Shiloh getting her first lesson on using the clutch. So when the clutch is in, put it in gear, over and up, over to the left and up. Okay, and slowly let it out. There you go, you're in first gear.
Alright.
And you're rolling. Woohoo! Give it a little gas. There you go.
The other one is the one that's a little...
Yeah, it probably is dragging over there. No problem. All right, so there we have it. That's as far as we're going to get on the car for this video. What we ran into is, even though we bled the clutch, the master cylinder for the clutch, it's just not, it's not holding. And one of the ways you can tell if it's the clutch master cylinder, not the brake master cylinder, but the clutch master cylinder, is it is leaking inside the car. If it was the slave cylinder, it would be leaking outside. So right now we have a little puddle in the floorboard under the dash, and that's usually the indicator that it's the clutch master cylinder on the inside, or yeah, on the inside. So we're going to get that ordered up and get it replaced. In the next video, hopefully we can get the new suspension on and get this thing cleaned up. It deserves to be cleaned up finally after all these years. So, but either way, thank you so much for checking out the video. See you next time.